and I would have that vote, until
Yeah.
the time come where they could vote on their own. They could get
Yeah.
the
That's right.
paperwork to clear themselves for whatever they did. We all make mistakes,
That's
and
right, sweetie.
some people say uh, the things that Donald Trump is doing, all he's doing is bringing out the negative that been going on in the United States. You know,
Donald Trump is not a person. Donald Trump is Satan, a Satan barrier.
yeah,
And we all know that. No human being from the worst place in the world would act the way this man is acting.
acting.
And even he has tore America down to even for them to even allow him to be in the position he's in, regardless to the money. That's
Yeah,
why the word is reminding us that no matter what we do, if we don't have love for someone,
yeah.
we don't have
Nothing.
nothing.
Right, right. And with that, I want to say good morning to my phone co-host, Brother Paul
Okay.
out of Lake Charles. Good morning, Brother Paul out of Lake Charles.
Yes.
Good morning, across Lafayette, all points of colors. Where you be listening to the sound of my voice, Wilder and Follow, and that prayer war blowing you right on time. And let me tell you something, brother. Love agape. That's every Friday for me.
Yes,
Every Friday. And for those who don't understand what agape, that's the greatest love of all. The
yeah,
love of God.
yes, yes. You know, and
I hear myself and what?
you know, uh, uh, I tell her all the time. When she first read me the first prayer, we was just talking, and she said, "Wallace," I said, "Yes." She said, "Do you mind if I read you something?" I said, "Yes." And then she said, "I would like to read the prayer." I said, "Hurry up, come on with it."
I
And,
love him for that.
and when she got through reading the prayer, I said, "Wow, do you mind reading it again?" And she did. And look, she had lit a little spark in my spirit. But when she read it again, the spirit just blew up. You know, bright lights came on and everything. And I often thank her for that. And as we would get to talking and stuff like this, I say, look, uh, Brother Jay wanted me to put on a talk show. And I would like for you to read the prayer if you don't mind. And she was kind of skeptical at first because she didn't know the full detail of it. And then when I sat down and explained it to her, she said, "Yes, I'll be very pleased." And far as I'm concerned, all those that hear, that have ears to hear, they are blessed. All those that have ears and hear but not listening, you're still blessed because eventually, the way the show goes on, we're going to keep on igniting spirits and try to keep all our spirit ignited, whether you like it or not, you know? So, with that, we're going to keep on going. Brother Paul, what's going on in Lake Charles, man? Brother Paul? Okay. Well, look,
It ain't rain, but
well,
what's on my mind, Brother Wallace?
huh?
It didn't happen already with that ruling we had in the federal court
Yeah.
and on the said section of the Civil Rights Act. And
Hmm.
they're going to claim what happened was not what I don't understand. All them federal courts they got in New Orleans, Baton Rouge, they even bypassed Sept, y'all.
Hmm.
Because all the way to Lake Charles in Southwest region, the hearing case that was in the River Parish, which I know courts are all the same across the board, but what I call it is the basic thing of judge shopping.
Hmm.
So it's bigger than what they claim. The environment, they affect everybody's environment. Yeah, maybe now they do, but what about cash claims? And matter of fact, last Friday, our prayer board brought up reparation, if you remember.
Hmm.
Let's go back all the way back to even from the free and slave. And we talked about some of that last week. bill out of the black soldiers didn't start receiving. Didn't get no retirement. Old folks pension. On up to now, even though now we're in the 21st century, it's still white supremacy. Discrimination still goes on. That is across the board. And with all the preponderance of evidence, I'm caught in jeopardy, brother. That's why, going back to the vote, which you said open the state, every dang on vote count.
Every
Now,
vote
you
counts.
on this side, and even with you so-called religious folks, you got to be good citizens on earth. They say that in your daily prayer. Live on earth as you would in heaven.
Heaven. Yep. On earth
Well, I'm
as
going
it
to
is in
drop it
heaven.
right there and let you get on. You and the prayer warrior, the Bible, who else? You need to shut up. I don't want to.
Yeah, well,
I don't want to say my wealth.
yeah, well, we have to understand, the power of the Word of God. Not just God Himself, the Word that He's given us, the grace that He's given us, the power within that He's giving us, And a lot of churches, just because you go to church on Sunday, that don't mean you're going and get your spiritual food. You just might be going there to see how the next person is dressed, what they have on, how they acting in church, those different things, But it goes way.
Leaving Jesus where they found.
Yeah.
Till next week.
Yeah, and the thing is bigger than that. The word is
right,
factual. The word is truthful. I always say everything in the Bible is for us, but everything in the Bible is not for us. It almost sounds like I'm contradicting myself, but I'm not. Because a lot of things in the Bible, somebody done been through it. Jesus Christ done been through it, and I love my Christ, my Jesus. I love Him. Not the one that they try to enforce on me, instill in my head. The Bible got a Jesus that's way beyond a picture. That picture is supposed to be resembling Jesus, but he's not my Jesus because, first of all, he's supposed to be white. He's supposed to have blue eyes and blonde hair. I'm not into that. I'm into the one that his skin is like olive, his hair is like wool. That's the Jesus I'm into, and that Jesus is within me. So with Him being within me, He looks like me. The Jesus that's in you look like you. That's why I don't try to change my looks or anything like this here, because if I change myself, I'm changing Him. So I walk with Him and I deal with Him every day. I talk to Him all day. And if I'm talking to Him, I'm talking to God, because He's sitting at the right hand of the Father, and looking down on us and making sure that we walking in the right direction. A lot of people don't understand that. But if you ask, you will receive. A closed mouth never get fed. Now, you got something you need to say? Call the number, area code 337-347-7236. I'll be willing to help you ignite your spirit or keep the flame under your spirit. No problem. I don't have no problem. I'm just worried about my little ghost right here, Vincent Pierre. I don't know what happened to her, Yeah, but he.
Joe.
Yeah, we got a ghost right now, and he was the former representative for District 44. Now he's now he's into the city parish liaison. He's a liaison for some things, He's not. And that's what I wanted him to come and explain to the people that he's supposed to be representing here in Lafayette, Louisiana, and maybe somebody else might be having the same problem, in their community. And maybe with us conversating, we might be able to explain and go in a different direction or in a direction that need to go. Here in Lafayette, we've been pushing for a hospital. I see they're getting ready. They broke ground for some kind of hospital, on the south side of town where all the hospitals are, and they're not trying to put a major hospital on the north side of town. Everybody talking about a library. I don't have no problem with the library, but you can't go to the library when you're sick and need an operation or your arm broke and stuff like this here. We need a major hospital. So when we have an accident on the interstate, we have an accident in our community, because the community on the north side, Karen Crow, Prairie Boss, all those different little towns like this here, they building, and everybody can go to the Southside Hospital. I'ma say it again, and I've said it before. When you got to call an ambulance, you're on a limited time. You're on borrowed time then. And by the time the ambulance get to you, and after it get to you, it got to take you way across town in traffic. This is why they try to put extra roads and stuff like this here to break the traffic off. You're not breaking the traffic off going on that south side, So let's try to do some things here on the north side. I need to know why we can't get the road fixed from Jefferson Street to Ball Street, from Ball Street to the interstate.
Got the same problem, brother.
Look. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, Brother Paul. The four corners, you would turn on at the four corners, lumps and bumps and holes and everything. Our good friend, Bunny, Jeffrey Landry Jr., and I used to go to the council meeting, and every council meeting we used to bring it up. One day I pull up at the four corners, guess what they was doing? Widening the four corners. They just didn't fix the pothole. They widened it and repaved everything, made everything smooth. That made a lot of people happy, that was traveling that four corner route, and Jefferson Street, Willow Street, from University to Ambassador Caffrey, all those roads need to be fixed. Evas Landry Road, that need to be fixed. They got Service Road. Man, they didn't put so many patches on it, when it ran, the patches would wash away, So,
Brother Wally,
yes, sir.
when I met Buddy before I met you, when I come there with the union, man, I was like overwhelmed when I seen what happened to Lafayette. I hadn't been there, man, in a long time, maybe 10 or so more years. Man, I came in there, I said, what the hell happened? And I was looking on the south, I said, it's the exact same way back home. Matter of fact, everything was property except for the north side. There was an oasis. I remember when I was a boy, man, I used to enjoy going to Lafayette.
Right.
With their activities and black businesses they had. Man, Black Wall Street, what I would call it.
Right.
In the modern time.
Well, Black Wall Street did turn into a housing development. They developing housing.
Sounds familiar, my brother.
They building houses, on our history, And I say we need to tell our story, our history, because when they tell history, they tell their story, not the true history that should be told, And that's all
That's
over.
history.
Yeah.
That's why it's history.
Yeah, I lived in California for a long time, And as far as I'm concerned, they got a lot of racism in California like they have here. But it's hidden.
right.
It's
That's
hidden racism in California. It's blatant racism here. You know.
Oh yeah, all in your face, brother.
Yeah.
In your face.
Yeah. We got government. You know. We don't see people look like us. You know. In
But brother, why
in
is
the
y'all got the
administration.
arm patch over there? Y'all had the millionaires flying it out of Lafayette, still probably doing it now.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been down to the people, man. We ain't talking about no trickle out.
Well.
What we're dealing with, the money that was involved, and even up to now, is not getting to the masses where we can prosper as well. That's why Lafayette, Lake Charles, we in the hunt between Houston and New Orleans. That's
Mhm.
why our sound has progressed.
Well.
It's always been with somebody hold. When you hold something back, guess what? Somebody got to be able to hold it down, right?
Yeah.
So now ain't nothing moving.
Yeah. Well, you know, I used to live right in a flight pad of the Lafayette Airport. Man, certain time of the year, you should have seen the little private jets coming into Lafayette, you know? And I say,
The
wow.
jet set.
Yeah, yeah. I see something must be going on good because there's too many private planes. Okay, we got a caller. We got a caller. Let's see what this caller talking about. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matters Show. It's your time now.
Good morning, guys.
Good.
Brother Paul from Lake Charles. Look.
All right, my brother. Always
Friday
working
morning,
with you. Coming in.
just for this show.
Thank
That's what
you.
I'm there for.
Thank you.
It's community matters.
Man, thank you, brother. Thank you.
It's not a Trump or a Republican station or show and talk about one person. But it's so much. I don't know if I can get it within a little half hour or hour that y'all have.
Okay.
Come on with it, brother. Go on. Come on with it. I mean, get your spare move.
Mm-hmm.
Clay Higgins.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I'm not going. I'm just what he said. Then they want him to apologize, and he'll say he apologized, but it's not in his heart. He apologized. He apologized from his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, he let his lip move.
The mayor of New York. They want him to step down. The
Yep.
indictments.
Mm-hmm.
But he's but just put the initials. They're DB.
Mm-hmm.
DB. He's a Democrat black.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just been indicted. They got this thing.
Campaign finance. Legal campaign fund.
Guilty. Innocent till proven guilty.
Guilty. Mm-hmm.
He never been
That's right.
to court
That's
yet.
right. All right.
Trump been convicted of 34 counts.
Mm-hmm.
And he's running for president. Why they don't ask him to step down?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and quit the race. But that, just to show you, but like I said, so many things I can go into. It's going to be longer than that.
You got it, my
I'll let
brother.
y'all
You
go.
got it. Yeah.
Wednesday, on the open channel,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not asking y'all to watch it, but the number one person that's running for office is Albert Guillory, and he's going to be on a particular show. But he's a Republican that's a Herschel Walker in disguise.
Yeah, well, you know,
You know, because they could control him to vote for what they thinking.
well,
And he's black. So in other words, to hurt people of color, vote for Albert Guillory.
yeah, well,
That's the man.
yeah, well, Albert Gilroy, I want to ask him, you know, and I've been trying to get him on the show. Because I want to ask him, do he still have that boot that he wanted to stick up President Obama's butt? You know,
Uh-oh.
he took his boot off on national TV. You know, and showed everybody that he wanted to stick this boot of President Obama's butt. You know, now I don't see that. here is we had a black president, you know, for the first time in history, and I'm hearing that a lot of other presidents was supposed to be white, but they had some black in them, you know, and that's why a lot of time I try to get away from color because we are living in a society, we are living in a world, we are living in a place that God made. This is God's world, you know,
All
and
right now.
he loved all of us. God loved all of us. I don't care what nobody say. You could go to whatever church that you have to go to, Pentecostal, whatever. I don't care, you know, but learn God's word, not the man that's at the pulpit telling you about God's word and he's not putting you in the right direction. You know, if you travel down the right road, you're going to become the right person. You know, and we all go through things. When I was younger, I did some stupid stuff. Just like the
We all did, brother. Wow.
just like the
But like
word
that
says.
prayer war you told us today.
Yeah. When
Once
I
a man, what you know those saying about
when I was
once a child, once a man.
when I was a child, I thought as a child. Once I became a man, I put away childish things. And this is where I'm at. We have to renew our spirit, you know, and the spirit that leads you in the right direction. Carl, I didn't mean to take over your call, but come on.
Yeah. Come on with it, brother. We wait. We want to hear it. We want to definitely want to hear it.
Off the air. But I would like to ask Albert Guillory, if he go to Washington, would he change from Republican back to Democrat?
Mm-hmm.
Like he did.
He has to do with it.
Back
That is
then.
beautiful.
So, y'all have a good weekend. Be safe out there because you talk about prayers, but we need more than prayers. We need something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
What it is.
But
Hey, my
guys,
brother.
you have a good one.
All right, thank you, caller. Always appreciate your call. You know, if you got anything, call back. You
The
know.
revolution will not be televised.
Well,
I want to sit there with my brother as we get off the phone.
well, you know what? Back in the days when the revolution was going down, it wasn't televised. But with the way
That's right.
with the way social media is now, everything is being televised. You know, through social media. You know, when we was coming up, we didn't have remote control TV. We didn't have we lived 5 and 6 in a house, you know, with one bathroom. We had to share that. That's what it was calling love.
Oh,
You
they
know?
didn't even have a bathroom.
Yeah,
They had
outhouse.
outside that.
Yeah,
out in the
outhouse.
woods.
Yeah,
we
out,
was smoking.
yeah, outhouse. They used to call them. You know, and all those things. We are growing. We are growing in leaps and bounds. You know, and if we don't understand that, especially these youngsters, you know, if they had to go through what we went through when we was coming up, shame on us. You know. Okay, we got another call coming in.
Come on in.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Community Matter Show.
Good morning, Brother Wallace.
Good morning,
to you,
Brother Jay.
Paul from Lake Charles.
Same to you, man. All the best.
Paul,
Bless.
holding down the
Be
job.
with you,
I
my
could
brother.
be in on the set today as a director. But certainly, Brother Wallace, I have a lot to say if I have time to say
Come on
it.
with it, Vilo.
And,
Come on with it.
I just was waiting on your guest. I was just waiting on what happened, Brother
Oh,
Wallace.
Oh, you talking about the ghost?
no, who
Oh,
did?
yeah.
I call him who did.
Yeah, well.
He's a
Maybe
ghost.
our brother is coming. Maybe he's coming. No, he's not coming. No, that's somebody
No,
else on
no.
another show.
Oh,
he-
man.
I see him coming. Yeah. I see coming through on the set. But look, the thing, and I'm gonna get to him at the end of my comments. I want to go into the national discourse, Brother Wise, and I know your show. You're trying to deal with community facts and things going on in the community, things that go affect us down to the grassroots level. You know, you and Brother Paul
who's gonna make the trains run on time, who's gonna stop all the flooding in the community, who's gonna widen the road or fix the roads and make a better life for us.
Yes.
But we could an extreme situation, Brother Wallace and Brother Paul, where we in our community have ignored these people who are now a different group of Republicans. Not the George Bush Republicans, not the conservative of yesterday. We got some real hardcore racist people, and we got a lot of people co-signing. Again, Brother Wallace, I want to emphasize to you and Brother Paul, it's not the Clay Higgins, it's not the John Kennedys. It's the people who voted for this.
Hey, wait, Brother Jay, let me do this right here. Hey, everything that's going on with the Community Matters show is not AOC, LUS Fiber, Cox Communication, and none of the staff here. Everything that's going on in the Community Matters show, the Community Matter is responsible for everything. So come on, Brother Jay. I just had to say that.
Great disclaimer. That's a great disclaimer.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's not those people so much. They are just the face of the electorate, the people who elected him. So when we look at that seat next to I think on your left, Brother Vincent Pierre, and which I say it publicly on a couple of shows. I love the brother. The brother he's got a lot of class and style as a politician, but he's got to be able, as in leadership with the Democrats or progressive people, because I'm a registered independent. He got to be able to come out and say when something is deadly, it's really, really wrong. You got to be able to say it. You can't hide and say, "Oh, well, Brother Jay, we can't talk about that because we're just dealing with people, what they're going to do for our community." No, because these people are playing different, Brother Paul. These people are not. I mean, you had John Kennedy get up there and denigrate a woman, an Arab woman, told her to put her head in a paper bag. Someone who looks like him, who looks like he's dressed in drag all the time. You got...
Man, how did you go back and get their college degree from that joke?
Hold on, Brother Paul.
Black folks. And we don't see the danger of not speaking out. People like Vincent and what's his name, Jared Boudreaux, who are part of the leadership of the Democrats and the progressives in Louisiana. Why are you not speaking out about this person who comes from this area, who represents our area? You need to call a press conference, Jared Boudreaux, and inform the community. All of these people are preaching good, loving Acadiana, and that's Acadiana with 3 Ks, like Brother Takuna said.
Yeah.
These people are preaching all of us get together, but why are they voting for people like Clay Higgins, who's out there putting down communities of color? People, or John Kennedy, who's putting down people of color. And you see, we keep letting that go on, and that's why we don't get anything in the state of Louisiana. We got to be able to call that out. So I say we start with our leadership.
Right.
I see a bunch of punk-ass cowards say like Roland Martin. Call that out, Vincent. Call that out, Jared Boudreaux. Those people are racist to the hilt. They're trying to destroy black folks. They're trying to lock black folks up. They're trying to let black folks to their own wares where they have guns in the community and killing each other. They don't give a damn about you. So keep thinking that going to a Zydeco concert, calling yourself a Creole, and having some little community dollars funneled to you gonna help you as a community grow. We are last in Louisiana. A lot of the responsibility is not just to the white community, it's to the black community because we got poor leadership. It's a new day. And I don't buy into what Sister Michelle Obama said. When they go low, we go high. No, that's not even working. Turning the other cheek, not even working anymore. So we got to be able to call it out for what it is, Brother Wallace. I want to say that much.
Yeah, well, the thing of it is, we're not only supposed to just call it out, we're supposed to act on the calling that we're calling out, and that's what we're not doing. It seemed like everybody get a position, and once they get their position, they go in the corner and fold up like cowards, and that's where they're at.
We got to call out these civil rights groups, so-called civil rights groups, that all they're doing is currying favor for grants and positions. We don't see the and I'm gonna use the alphabet letters. I'm gonna call them the alphabet groups. We don't see them really doing anything of significant other than doing some mundane stuff. When was the last time on the issue with all the police brutality cases in South Louisiana that they called out? They came out. When was the last time when Clay Higgins made a statement did they come out and say something? All they're worried about is their 501c3 status. They're worried about what grants they're going to get for each other, where they could take their businesses and do some things that's not overall helping the black community. Louisiana is last, and we don't see what's going on. So they could get mad. I don't give a damn, Brother Wiley. You know it.
Well,
I don't care. We calling them out.
Yeah,
we
well,
got platforms, and we gonna use platforms, and they could go and try to take us off. That's not gonna stop us. I never changed. I was told on our love sister radio station, Miss Janelle. She kind of got on my case for some things I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
I never changed. I never changed my demeanor. But I'm just saying, people. I'm just trying to motivate the ones who listen, Brother Paul. We got to call those things out, and we got to come up with a plan of action. We have enough blacks in our community to say, look, Clay Higgins going to continue to be an a-hole like he is, Brother Wallace. Well, we got to say we need to launch a national protest against Clay Higgins. The whole world is looking at us. They see what Clay Higgins is doing. They see what John Kennedy is doing. But we are so content in being at a Zydeco dance and a Creole function that we don't care about nothing else. That's why we can never go other than being some entertainers in our community.
Well, I look at our elected official, bruh. They ain't worried. Once they get in office, they don't worry about the people that put them in office until it's time to get reelected or whatever. They only worry about that paycheck that they getting. They could go and talk to somebody, to get the money to campaign for and things like this here. Once they get the money, to campaign for a person, once that person is in office or they doing what they want to do, they don't care no more. They don't care no more because they sit back and spend the money that they got to campaign for the person that they got in office.
I would ask Mr. Vincent, who is the municipal and constituent service advisor, look at the title of his position.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Vincent, wait. Hold on, Brother Jay. Hold on, Brother Jay. Hey, Vincent, you hear this, huh? Do you hear this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's there listening, but he's listening in the ghost world. Go ahead on, Brother Jay.
That's what I call it.
And I would ask him with that title, Brother Paul, would he ask the mayor president the question if the policies of the greater Republican Party, which she is a member of Mayor Blanco Boulay is a member of the Republican Party, right?
Uh-huh.
If those policies and procedures that they are putting forward in the community are hurting people of color, does she support the same thing Donald Trump and John Kennedy and Clay Higgins support?
He
support.
Can
still be a member of the Republican Party, Mayor Blanco, and support and also support the black community?
You know what?
You got to ask that question, Vincent, since you're a member of the Democratic Party. I don't see sometimes oil and water don't mix. Wallace, I don't know when the last time it mixed like that on that level.
No.
So anyway, let me get off because enough of my ranting. I'm hoping the community take note that we are behind the 8 ball, and they got people who are responsible for leadership who are not doing a damn thing, Brother Wallace.
Well,
I want to thank you so much, man.
Wait, hold on. Go ahead, Paul, because I got something I need to say.
What, Brother Wilder and Valor?
Look.
We are good citizenship. This was involved.
Look,
good citizens like ourselves.
Let me tell you something, brother Jay. Most of our politicians, and if you are a person that been appointed to a position, you're not gonna do nothing to disappoint that position you have, okay? And long as you don't disappoint the position that you have, you're gonna have the position real good. Let's go back to Chief Glover. When Chief Glover was in office, you know, they disappointed him because he was making the job that he had work the way it's supposed to have, you know? And they didn't like that, you know? They didn't like that, so they got rid of him, you know? And that's the same thing with Vincent. Vincent can't make a whole lot of noise because he's not elected to that position. He's appointed to that position. Don't know what the salary is, don't care, you know what I mean? But he got to feed himself, he got to feed his kids, you know, and things like this here. He got to make sure that they have things, so you got to have money coming in. And if he make waves, you understand me, he might not have that position no more. And that's the way it is, you know. And I'm not faulting him for being what he is, because everybody have to eat. I don't care who it is.
And you're so right, my brother. And you see, when they take those positions, and but they are claim they are in leadership for the community, the example being set out there to our young people. You know, I mean, when you had Ben Carson working for Trump, when Trump was getting up there saying, "Put some bleach in your arm and you will be all right with COVID-19," and Ben Carson, being a medical doctor, know damn well better. Isn't that some type of swallowing your pride thing? You know, if I'm gonna work for some people and I'm not really getting anything done other than some crazy stuff. So I wouldn't say it's the same with Blanco, because I think Blanco actually is a more of a progressive Republican, a George Bush Republican than a Trump MAGA supporter, but she has to play the role. But it crosses over, Brother Wallace, when they start saying outrageous and making legislation, doing all types of stuff to hurt people of color. It crosses over. So you can't stick your head in the sand, Vincent, or Mayor Blanco, and say the greater Republican MAGA crowd is really out to get people of color. So that's just my comment, brother. So look, I'm going to listen in. I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. Thank y'all.
Wait, look. Good morning, brother. Good morning, Ghost.
That little girl never called you back?
Nope, nobody never called me back, but you got your name up on the screen right now, and you're a ghost in the chair.
All right.
I'm sorry about that.
You want me to get on speaker? The problem I got, Wallace, is I got to run everything through public relations before we get on the radio. I got to run it through them. So she was supposed to call you back. Apparently she didn't, but she put a check mark that she reached out. I gave her your number.
But that's okay. That's okay. I understand all of that, Vince. You know, and I want to say I understand what's going on.
No. You don't understand, because it's not y'all put me as a ghost in the chair. That's not understanding. That's like you should have reached. I should have reached back out to you Friday to let you know, which I forgot yesterday.
I called you this morning, and you just calling me back now. You know, hey man, look, you know.
My best friend killed himself. I had to go to his funeral this morning, Wallace. I've been tied down, but I gave. That's all right. We can go over and over and on. Yeah. But no worries.
But I appreciate, you know, you even giving me a call back, man. You know.
Yeah, I got it. I see it. That's why I had to call you back, because it tells me at 9:56 that no one reached back out to you. She probably will. It's just that she's got her hands full. Her name is Jamie Boudreaux. And that's the young lady that wanted to because I wanted to get the mayor on your show instead of me.
Okay.
I wanted to get her on the show.
Okay, well, we'll make arrangements for that at another time, you know. And when I last talked to you, it was Wednesday or Thursday, you say you was coming on, you know, and I took you at your word. That's all, Vince. I'm not mad
I
at
got
you,
you.
bro. I'm not mad at you or
I
nothing
know
like
you're
this.
not. I know you're not. But
You know.
it's the method of the madness. I got you. All right.
Okay. All right,
What time
Vincent.
the show ends, Wallace?
In about 3 minutes.
All right.
It-
All
it-
right.
yeah, in about 3 minutes, I'm getting ready to sign off and thank all my listeners for viewing the Community Matters show and stuff like this here. So,
I got you. All right, bro. No problem.
but look, thank you for giving me the call and giving me the heads up. Whenever she called me, I'm gonna put it on the calendar. I would love to have you and her on, you know, and that's just the way it is, my brother. Okay.
Got you, bro. No problem.
All right. Stay blessed.
No problem.
All right. You know, like I say, man, it's a lot of things that's going on in our life that we have to look at that make sure that it happened. You know, you ride around in your community, you see trash all over the place. You know, it stays there forever. The trash on the side of the road look like it stays there forever. We just need to have a different outlook on our community. When we ride, if we see potholes, you know, when you come down to railroad tracks, you know, the railroad tracks on Mall Street is awful. The railroad tracks on Turlins is awful, you know, and some of it on Cameron Street, the railroad tracks is awful. So we got to start looking at things like this here and speaking up to what we need. We need these things repaired. We need these things fixed, you know, and they're doing a wonderful job through the thruway, man. You ride down the thruway now, you know, it's real smooth. But we coming to the end of our program right now, and I want to thank everyone for allowing me to come into your heart, to your eyes, to your home, and to your ears. Just remember this. The Senegal SISE is having a family reunion starting today, and I think it goes on until Sunday. And until then, come on, Brother Paul.
Y'all come back out here. Paul wants you to go vote.
All right.
Go vote.
With that, yeah, please make sure that your voter's registration, your voter participation is there, because we really need every vote that counts. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll have a wonderful weekend.